So where we stayed last night was obviously not a camper spot or an air. It was a car park for the restaurant, and obviously they allow people to stay there overnight, but there are no services provided, which is understandable. It's a car park, though there have been a few people moaning that they couldn't get their tables and chairs out and windbreaks and whatever else. So, and I've just been told off by Park for the night by putting a feedback on, saying that it is a car park, and if you want to put that out, then you need to pay and book yourself onto a campsite where you're allowed to put that out. So anyway, so we've left there and we've come to this camper stop, which you can see the sign there. So when you see signs like that, it is a camper stop, which means it has services. Now, sometimes not all the services are working, but and they're not always free. So this one has electricity, which you would pay 50 cents for how many ever watts it is. And the water's not working here for some reason, but we don't need water because we filled up completely yesterday, but we have emptied the cassette here. But so this is where it is, so you can stay here for the night, and it's all free of charge. We're going to move on because we've found somewhere that's even more quiet near a lake, and to get right off the beaten track if we can. So that's where we're heading to now, and to see what that's like. It's a beautiful day, and yeah, we're looking forward to just pulling up today and just sitting outside. Okay, so we've arrived at this parking spot, which is quite quiet actually, and we were going to stay here the night, but there's a lot of wasps hanging around with long dangly legs. They're actually chasing, oh that's not happy, they're actually chasing the front of the vehicle. We're just going to stay here and have a coffee, and then we are going to move on and find somewhere else to stay. In fact, the front is covered in these horrible wasp with their dangly legs. I'm not happy about that at all. Okay, let's have a look up here first before I jump in, and we'll move on just down the road there. We'll just and have a little coffee, and then move on and find somewhere else to park up, because we really want to. Oh, I keep touching the back of my head. I think these things are on my head. We really wanted to just spend an afternoon just chilling really with the sun loungers. It's not the prettiest lake that I have seen in Slovenia. No. Too many wasps here. Goodness knows why. So we left the other place where the wasps were, and I've come here because we saw this recommended as well. It looks really lovely on Park for the night. So we've had a wander around, parked up and just had a wander around just to have a look and just check it out before we decide we want to stay here for the night. So I just thought I'd show you why we're not staying here. So let's turn you around. So as you can see, we've got lots of water. We've got a drive into here that you can see does get used quite a bit. Anyway, it's all nice and peaceful just here. You can hear the road just over there in the background there. And then we came across, which is very unusual because we have not seen this anywhere in Slovenia. Bearing in mind we are on the border now of this, which is quite sad really. So okay, it's all been put in a bin, which is super, rather than leaving it just thrown anywhere. Obviously the bins needs emptying. It's all cans of lager and bottles of wine, etc. there. So this is obviously a meeting place. So lots of parking here, lots of you know, tyre marks and everything. So lots of people coming and going in that. One road in, one road out. Obviously a dirt track. Not actually in a 4x4, are we? So, even though Daphne thinks she's a 4x4. So we've decided we're not going to stay here. And we're going to move on now to another place that we found. Yeah, shame really, but you just sometimes just got to, I don't know, act on your instinct really, haven't you? So yeah, so we're just going to move on. I mean, it might be completely innocent here and the people are coming all lovely, because they're all lovely around Slovenia. But it could be rowdy and noisy and lots of drinking going on and who knows. So anyway, we are going to be moving on, which is a shame really. Morning. We're in an area called Moravsky Topless. No, it's not the topless that you're thinking. The topless means spa. So all around Slovenia we've seen in areas topless, and it means spa. So this is also a spa area. Now last night we stayed here on this lovely area, which is a car park for the cemetery. So I'll just show you around and let you have a look where we spent the night. So there we are. There's the cemetery up there. It's quite a fancy cemetery actually. Lots of fancy headstones and that. Not that I'm into that, but I just, you know, quite impressed. They're massive. Anyway, this is where we stayed. It's not a park up for dedicated for motorhomes. It's not an air. It's not a camper stop. It was just something that we actually found on Park for the night. So we're about an hour's drive now to go to a castle called Grad. Apparently the locals call it Grad. So we're off to there. We're going to have a look around the castle and possibly stay in the car park there for the night. And then maybe tomorrow, well, we need to look for somewhere to empty and dump and all that business again. And then we then cross the border into Austria. This is where we are going to park up tonight, near Grad Castle, and again near cemetery. Don't know what it is about cemeteries. There's the little train to take the tourists up to the castle. So we're in a car park. You're allowed to stay here. It isn't a camper park. It's just purely a car park. But I'm going to go up in a minute and see if there is any water up in the church there, just so we can fill up with water. The castle's up there somewhere. I don't quite know where. We've been to the shop, just been to Spa, bought a few bits and pieces, but the castle's up there somewhere. I would have thought that you would have been able to see it because it's quite a big castle. So I assume we're in the right place. So Grad Castle, apparently a really grand castle, if you can find it. And then not far from the Austrian border where we'll be crossing over either tomorrow or the following day into Austria. So I've just gone for a little wander, left Mark indoors as it were, and I've come across this. So this is where we are, Grad, and we're going to go off and see if we can see the castle tomorrow. So there's a great big map there of what's going on in not just this area but quite a massive area, and then it explains a trail that on the traces of the Curec, probably saying it wrong, and me, and tells you all about it there. Oh, this is what's surprising. So I thought, ooh, lots of bubbling noises, sounds like a spa. How exciting. I do like a spa. To come across this. So I'll have to find out what all this is about. Is it real? The rock isn't. But is this what's happening in the area? Or is it man-made? I need to find out. So I'm going to have a little feel of it. It's warmish. So I need to find out whether that's man-made or real. Interesting. Well, I've just asked a very nice man, I think he's from Czechoslovakia, and visiting the area. And he said it's man-made. How disappointing. Anyway, never mind. Here we are. Grad Castle. Really, really windy coming through here. So I hope that you can hear me. So here we are. I think the tourist information's here somewhere, isn't it? Oh yeah, tourist information. Oh yeah, there. Just show you around. So it's a complete circle. That looks quite lovely, doesn't it, like that though? And that is all the way round, that construction. Getting a bit technical now. So all the way round. And there we go.
Grad is Slovenia's largest castle. In fact, Grad in Slovenian means castle, so this castle is called Castle. It's on a hill overlooking a village oddly called Grad. It dates back to the 13th century and has had many owners. It was a hiding place for Soviet soldiers during World War II and was left completely abandoned when the war ended. Since 2006, the castle on the ground floor houses craft workshops and exhibitions, and below that lies the cellars and dungeons. In total, the castle houses 365 rooms, one for every day of the year.
We're obviously doing this castle up as the old wall. Mark's banging, I don't know why he's tapping it. With this sort of brick that they use over here. And then obviously they've done that to the end there and then render it. So
And then tell you it's 1,000 years old.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, this is the brick. That they use.
One of the medieval ploughs.
Oh yeah, medieval plough. Oh! Ah. So there's the tower, and then a glass
Medieval lift.
something. So we've got a bit of old and new mixture going on here.
Which is never bad.
That's what they did. What was that castle we went to and they did that?
I feel quite like it to a degree.
Yeah. Different.
Yeah, I think
Where was that castle we went to and that was all contemporary and old, wasn't it? We caught the Ljubljana.
So we left the park up where we've been for a couple of nights, really peaceful location, and we're now heading towards the Austrian border. It's not far, it's only about 5 miles away from here, so we should be there soon. Well, here we go, this is the border. There we go, Austria, here we come.
In 250 meters, turn left onto 256.
Yay. Austria.
Austria. Here's another sign.
So we just stopped to do our services in a camper stop, but unfortunately the bays weren't quite big enough for us. So we're going off to another camper stop now, which is about 20 miles away. Should take about half an hour.
So this is the camper stop that we stayed on last night. It was very quiet. The first one in Austria. I wouldn't say it's the prettiest, but like I say, it was very quiet. Though there aren't many camper stops in Austria. Mark's just filling the water up, which we have to put 50 cents in, which I've got it there. Apparently it gives 110 litre, but I don't think it does, so this is where we're staying here. We've parked here. We're umming and ahhing whether we want to stay here the night or not. Mixed reviews, noisy. It's not flat, we are on a slant. Yeah, so we might move on. It is chilly in Austria. There it is there. So we'll have a look round.
It doesn't look that old, oddly enough.
No, that's what we were saying. It doesn't. It's the oldest abbey, Cistercian abbey in the world. Doesn't look that old, but anyway.
It's probably the only Cistercian abbey in the world.
The community's still going on in there, apparently.
Rheen Abbey in Rheen, Austria, is the oldest surviving Cistercian abbey in the world. The monastery was founded in 1129. It was the 38th Cistercian abbey to be founded. The previous 37 have all been dissolved. At one point, there were over 700 Cistercian abbeys in Europe. The abbey church you see today was completed in 1632 and had a refurbishment completed in a Baroque style undertaken between 1738 and 1747. Today, 8 monks still live there under the rules of Saint Benedict.
If you want to stay with us on our journey, leaving beautiful Slovenia and continuing through Austria, Germany, Luxembourg, Belgium and France towards the UK, then click on the like button and subscribe to our channel. It's free to do so. So far we're at 1,396 meters. Come on, girl. We're still climbing.
She's done well. We've been going up.
She's done well. We've been going up for a long time, yeah. Stunning, stunning view. We thought we'd stop here and just take a look at this stunning view. There's the ski run. Lovely sky. This has been a very pretty drive. you've enjoyed this. Like we've said before, we don't normally drive in the dark or at night, not because we're scared or anything like that. It's like we like to see what we're going into before the park up for the night. So we're off to find, well, we're heading for this park up for the night, which is a spa car park with hot thermal water, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So looking forward to that.